Getting that break there inside of the courtroom. So let's take our break with our guest who is joining us this hour. Criminal defense attorney Michael Gottlieb is with us. Michael, tell us what you think about this physical match analyst, because we've got these different pieces. She's able to show that they all match into one big piece, which means that it likely came from Karen Reed's vehicle. Does that move the needle for the jury? Do you think they were questioning whether these taillight pieces actually came from her vehicle?
Well, obviously a question was raised that they were planted. And so when the prosecution is able to show that they come from the vehicle that Karen Reed was driving, I think what it does is it puts to the jury that there's legitimacy to the government's claim. Jurors like to see this kind of scientific evidence. It's just one piece of the puzzle fitting with another piece of the puzzle. It's inference upon inference, building upon each other, helping the government prove their case in a very methodical way. So yeah, I think it's probably moving the needle for the jury.
The last trial ended in the hung jury, the mistrial, and depending on whether you believe the jurors that came forward, they were unanimous in not guilty on the top two charges. Have you seen enough of a difference between Karen Reed 1 and 2 to give the opinion that the Commonwealth has a much better shot this time around, and if so, why?
So I always feel that a second trial inures to the benefit of the government. And the reason for that is when you're going into a trial, the government doesn't always appreciate the nuances of a defense. And once you've gone through a trial, you know, obviously, and especially in a case like this where the stakes are so high, you've laid your defense on the table. So now the government can sort of tailor their second case, especially after a hung jury and a mistrial. They can tailor their case because they've been through the whole trial to attack what the defense put forward in the first trial. They can tighten up their weaknesses and really fix any mistakes that they made. I think a mistrial, second trial helps the government win.
And we know there's going to be some arguments outside the presence of the jury. So we're going to get a break in. Michael, stand by. Also, we'll